This video is going to be on how to replace a damper on a UV printer. I'm going to make sure you have all the necessary components. You see I'm wearing gloves. I got some syringe here, no tip attached to it. The spare damper, make sure it's just the damper and that's it. Next, got paper towels. I'm wearing safety glasses. I've unplugged the USB cable. We've unplugged the power to the printer. The case is off the printer, so you have easily assess the actual damper itself. So first step, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lower the ink basket. You see here, I'm just lowering it as is on its side here at a 90-degree angle. We're gonna take the first damper, and you see once I remove the damper, the ink will start dripping right away. That's fine. So we are, whoop, try not to make a mess, of course. We're going to push the ink back to the bag, ensuring whichever bag you're pushing back, you must unroll it so that you do not puncture this damper and have ink spray all over the place. So you see I'm just unrolling it. Push the ink back to the bag, and the positioning is I'm not going to force the tip of the syringe into the damper. I'm just going to make sure it's surrounding and very gently push the ink back. You don't want to He-Man it or else it will explode in your face, which is not a good thing. See that? So I'm going to push it back very gently. Once you start hearing air going through the bag, and that's the sound you're looking for, you want to stop. Now what we're going to do is unscrew the brass ring. Separate the tubing from the damper. Grab the replacement damper. There's a little gasket ring right here. So you see that there's that little, it's like a 2-3 millimeter space between. That is supposed to go right into the damper just like this, to ensure that there is no air leaking into the connection. If this is like halfway in, you can be guaranteed that air is going to leak in and you're going to have ink dropping out no matter what. So we're going to slowly twist that in and push it in. And you see that the gasket meets the end of the actual hard piece of the damper. That's what we want. Next, the brass ring, screw it back into place tightly. Now what are we going to do? We're going to reprime the bag. So right now everything's unrolled, right? That's fine. We're going to roll it back up until you start seeing that the bag has looks like it's full of ink, but it's not. It's part of the ink at the bottom, air at the top. So I'm just going to lay it right here. You can lay it right here too, that's fine. But since I prefer it right in front of me so I can see while I'm pulling the ink, we're going to go through the same process. Do not touch this clear center cellophane. So that's the first pull. We'll pull again. Again, continue to pull until you start seeing ink come through. And you see ink coming through right away, I'm going to stop pulling. I'm going to push that ink slightly backward, and this is the key, is that you want to be quick with this. You know, see it right back on the post of the printhead. If you're not quick with that, what will happen is air will start pushing the ink back, and it'll flow back to the tube, back to the bag. Now, don't forget, you do not want to unroll the bag, or else the ink's going to just drop right down and you have a pocket of air again. So, we're going to put the bag back into position, and then seat it back on as of course, as quickly as possible. Power the printer on, run a nozzle check, and that's how you replace the damper.